Everybody, before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what's going on across the markets. First, as you can see behind me, the Dow is down 27, S&P futures down 950, NASDAQ futures down 2975, and the Russell 2000 futures down about 10 points right now. I apologize, my left eye is watering. As you know, I have keratoconus, and sometimes my left eye is just, I can't control it. So bear with me during this update. As you know, I can only see out of one eye, and I only see blur out of my left eye, so it is what it is. We're looking at XRP as it went up to 0.522 last night, but now it's all the way back down to 0.5110. So we need to see, once again, is the market in a bear trap, or is this setting up a bull trap for the longs? But as I said yesterday, the day before, we're setting up liquidations for longs and short. And it all depends what side of the liquidation you end up on. It depends when you get into trade, so that you can ride out little quick flushes to the downside or over the top if you're in a short. So that's always something important to pay attention to. We've got Bitcoin at 28,550, approximately 28,600. So we'll take a look at that, as the US dollar currency is sitting at about 101.55. So we'll obviously take a look at that. So as you can see, I'm shedding tears this morning for crypto, as my left eye decides it's going to continue to leak like a sprinkler. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to hit that like button, as it greatly helps push me through the analytics as I play the intro. Good morning. 9:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, as we can see right now, XRP is up 1.73% at 51.14, but that's not telling the whole story. We had quite the push up overnight, right to our rejection point at 52.22, but we've had a 20 crossing the 50, which it pulled back over in the 1 hour, which you could say is a golden cross, but it's kind of weirdly set up. So right now, the goal for XRP is not to break back down here. Let's take it into a shorter time frame. Put it in 30-minute. We really don't want to lose that 51 cent, 5097, as that's the 200-day, as we just crossed through. We want to see XRP push through that 52.22 and hold it. It was unsuccessful overnight to hold it, and now it seems to be reversing back down. But like I said, that could just be a quick hiccup. And now we're trying to hold support here on the 200-day after pushing up to 52.22. So we won't know anything until we see the way we start to consolidate here. If we look at the more grand pattern, that was, if we broke up, that was what I was saying. Are we going to do something like that? But you see how it got cut off in between. So we don't know if that's going to finish out, if that was a fake out. But if we were going to do something of significance, I was saying we could break up to here, consolidate back down to the 52.22, then we could start pushing back up higher to the 584. Right now, we only came up to the 52.62 area, and now we're reconsolidating down below, or right at the 200-day. So look at the 51 cent area. If we can hold 51 cents today, or the 0.5097, we don't have to go back down to the 494. But if we lose that 5097, obviously this pattern was all for nothing, and we could likely reverse back down, and that might be disheartening for some. It could get a little ugly for others. XLM is at 10.67. XLM, I kind of did the same thing with XLM as just a little projection. If we hold at 10.678, we could be heading back up to that 12.222. But if we lose this 10.678, which we're right on the verge right now of, not exactly sure what XLM wants to do, because this could be a topping pattern. So there's traps being set for the shorts and longs. If I was a bet man, I wouldn't do anything right now. I would look at the 10.678, and if we get a rejection there, there's a healthy short there. But like I said, if we get on top of 10.678 and hold it, which we're competing with it right now. XLM's competing with this level right now. So if we hold that, we're going to get a healthy bounce up to about 12.2. Obviously, we have one level to go still. We have to come up and break the 11.43. So you can't just go up to 12.22 in one section, but that's the ultimate move if we do. So there's your move over the top that you could technically get stuck at 11.4. And then with DGB is at 9.62. And DGB is just kind of in the middle of its range right now. We got rejected by the 989. That's the important thing. If we lose the 989, that's when we have to start correcting back down. But if we get on top of 989, write this down, we can come up to the 1079. But if we lose the 989, I mean, there's not much. We'd have to come back underneath the, like, the 87 mark. We got the double bottom down here at 907. So it's in our best interest to break out of this level as quickly as possible right at the 989. So pay attention to that. Total crypto market cap, 1.169. We're still below the 1.188, but we've stayed on top of the 1157, and that's the support we need to hold to continue pushing out. If you see us lose the 1.157 today, we got the 1.139 and the 1.095 underneath. If you see us hold this level, we got 1.188 and then ultimately 1.248 over the top, 1.248 trillion. We've got talked about Bitcoin at 28,511, but we need to get on top of here and hold. If you see Bitcoin get on top of 28,600 and hold, that's how we open the door to 31,100 or 31,500. If we continue to be rejected here, as we have for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 9 or 10 times here, 6 times in the pattern symmetry here, we just can't seem to get on top and hold 28,600. If we go farther back, you got all these little hits here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got like 14 times we've come up here, and we've not got on top of 28,600 and held. So if we don't hold 28,600, that gives us the ability to come back down to this uptrending support at 27,200. So that's your range with Bitcoin. We're between 27,200 support, 28,600 resistance. You get on top of 28,600 resistance. That's how you open up this pattern, and that's how you ultimately get up here. But we don't know if we're in a bull flag, if this is a pattern top formation. Are we in a bear trap, bull trap? Since there's a lot of liquidation going on with all traders. So you have to get set up in a position before we start having these major pushes up, because you get these huge consolidations, and then, you know, it's one of those things. Where do we go from there? So I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure to hit that like button. Consider joining the channel and subscribing, as we're right on the verge of 16,000 subscribers. Also, if you want to trade XRP or your favorite cryptos, even in the USA, I have 2 choices for you with no spot fees on the buy and sell. You can futures trade up to 250x, and that's MEXC and or BITGET, and that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And then also, if you want to join Tom's Army or send a donation of XRP for the time I put in, that's also in the video description below and or pinned message or pinned comments. So what you need to know here right before I leave is XRP is at the 5106 level, up 1.57%. And XRP, literally, we got rejected by 52.22 again. If we lose this level, we might have to come back down and try to confirm in the 2-hour time frame the 48 cents. But you don't want to come back down there. You have a very critical support level before that, and XRP needs to hold the 494. We've already failed coming up here the first time on this cup and handle, so we're going to see. Can we hold the 494 if we fail right here and break down? Or do we have lower ambitions, and are we going to go below the 494 and then start taking the route, this standard operating procedure for XRP, which if you lose the 494, then you come down to the 456. You don't want to do that, because then the only thing in between is the 432 after that. And that's when major catastrophes start to happen. Make sure to hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD Assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey? Watch XRP. If we lose 449, it's major problems. We must hold 449 and break above the 52.20 level before we lose the 494. You get above 52.20, you have a chance to get to the 558. You get on top of the 558, you can go to the double top in the formation to the 58.50 level. If you break that, you've got the 65-cent resistance over the top. Other than that, if we lose the 494, we've got the 456 underneath, and then we've got the 432 last stand support. Because once you lose that, then you're already back once you lose the 442 back within the descending triangle. And if you get back within the descending triangle, this pattern's essentially over, because when you break out of a descending triangle and come right back in it, it's a fake out, and that would not be good news.